Just finished watching Body Heat, 1981 film noir, another film noir, starring William Hurt and Kathleen Turner. And it was the director debut of Lawrence Kasdan, the guy whose name you should recognize because he just wrote that Star Wars movie that apparently everyone in the world saw. Like, statistically, everyone in the world saw.
Twice.
Twice, yeah. Interesting movie. Ebert talks a lot in his book about how it's the noir style, but done 30 years later. Most classic noir was the 40s, and this was a good 40 years later. So it echoes great films like Double Indemnity and apparently Detour, which I'm going to be watching in a few weeks. It follows a lawyer named Ned who falls for this woman who's married, and they conspire to kill her husband, and then that is the point where the movie really took off for me. The first 20 minutes, half hour or so felt like a lot of gratuitous nudity and just sex, and didn't really feel like it was going anywhere. But once the murder happened and the investigations start and there's double crosses and intrigue, it really picked up for me, really got exciting to watch. I just wish it was a little bit shorter. Like I said, that opening 20 minutes was too much. I think it was all... The problem is it was all necessary because a lot of things that happen in the beginning come back into play later on. And it kind of pulls at least the male audience, like myself, into Ned's shoes, into William Hurt's character's shoes. Just kind of drawing you in so that you trust the character who's not necessarily trustworthy, played by Kathleen Turner. Don't have a whole lot else to say about it. It was a good movie, entertaining movie. I really like the score. The score is the other thing. The score sounded like it was from old Hollywood, like 1940s, and that really... Because everything else in the movie, it didn't take place in the 40s, it took place in the 80s, so there's telephones and 1980s cars, and there's a computer in one scene at a fancy hotel, and things like that. Like, the technology was all modern for the time. The score brought it back to that feeling of the 40s, and it felt like it could have taken place in 1946. So I really appreciated that score. It was strong in that aspect. That's, I think, all I have to say about that. Tomorrow, I'm looking at something that I haven't decided yet. So we're going to find out tomorrow.